Hello artists! Today's art lesson is Pete Cromer, Bird Collage. Today, you will learn about the artist Pete Cromer so that you can use his artwork for inspiration to create your own layered bird collage.
Pete Cromer is a contemporary artist from Victoria, Australia. Pete completed his bachelor's degree in visual communications, and then he used his creativity to design greeting cards for Hallmark. In 2014, Pete launched his own website, and he decided to focus his attention on his own artwork. He creates colorful paintings, collages, and sculptures using his unique, simplified view of the world to fuel his creations. As a child, Pete really loved drawing, and he always knew that he wanted to do something creative when he grew up. Pete's fun and decorative artworks are inspired by the personalities of his different subjects. Pete's artworks are filled with lots of shapes and bright colors. You can find his artwork on scarves, keychains, water bottles, mugs, and coasters. You can find his artwork for sale on his website. In 2018, Disney approached Pete and asked him to design a portrait of Mickey Mouse for Mickey Mouse's 90th birthday. Let's take a look at Pete Cromer's creative process. Pete says he always tries to get emotion and personality through what he creates. Colors and shapes are important to Pete's process. When he starts a project, he begins by cutting out shapes, overlapping colors and shapes until he's happy with the arrangement. Then he uses glue to hold everything in place. Pete says, if you got an idea, go for it. On the process of not getting things right, that's how you learn to become original in your own art. Imagine seeing the world through Pete's eyes, everything being so colorful and fun. I wonder how his artworks make you feel. Are you inspired to create in the style of Pete Cromer today?
Today, you will learn about color so that you can choose colors that contrast against each other so that your bird pops out from your background and your layered shapes don't blend together. Today you will learn about color and shape so that you can repeat those elements in your artwork to give it a sense of unity or wholeness. Let's get started.
You will need mixed media paper, a pencil, watercolor paint, construction paper, scissors, and glue. Put your paper in the vertical position. With a pencil, draw a simple bird shape. The head of the bird, the neck of the bird, and don't be too concerned if you make a mistake. You can always cover up mistakes with paper later. Now I'm erasing my extra pencil lines. Next, get your watercolor paint. You're going to paint your bird. You can divide the bird up into different sections, or you might want your bird to be one color. The choice is up to you. I've decided to blend colors. I've decided to paint my bird all the colors. How are you going to paint your bird? What colors are you going to use? You might decide to paint your bird using all warm colors, or maybe you just want to use cool colors. Or why not use them all? I can't wait to see how you paint your bird. Now put your papers somewhere safe to dry, creating the collage. Now my paper is dry. You will need your scissors and your glue. Carefully cut out the shape of the bird's head. Now I'm saving the paper around the bird's head, the scrap paper, because I might use it in my collage. Now find your construction paper. You need to pick a contrasting color, perhaps a complementary color. Because I used so many colors in the color of my bird's head, I decided to go with a black background so that the colors would all show up. I'm gluing my bird to the background. To help make it stick, I'm going to turn my paper over and rub the back of the paper. There, that's on pretty well. Look for different kinds of papers to make a collage with. You might have some wrapping paper, some scrapbook paper. Also, take a look at Pete Cromer's website for inspiration. Today we're going to create the Pete Cromer Dream Bird. I start with a yellow circle for the eye shape And now I'm cutting the crown with blue construction paper. The green section represents the wing of the bird. Now I'm going to start layering. I'm going to put a black circle for the eye and then a white reflection. And I'm going to build up more feathers for the crown and more shapes on the wings. This collage is all about layering one shape and contrasting color on top of another to create a stunning, quirky, whimsical dream bird. Okay, for step 5, I continue to cut out smaller shapes. I'm layering color on top of color, and I'm careful to pick colors that contrast. I want all the colors to stand out. In step 6, I'm choosing some of the colors that I've already worked with. Using the same colors and repeating a lot of the same shapes in your collage will create unity, which gives your artwork a cohesive look. Pick colors that contrast or pop against each other. Repeat certain shapes. Look at all the exciting colors in this dream bird collage. Notice that I've repeated a lot of the same colors, and I've cut out a lot of similar shapes, like teardrop shapes. This gives your collage unity and variety. I'm adding just a few more shapes, and I'm thinking about complementary colors. Complementary colors appear directly opposite each other in the color wheel, such as red and green and blue and orange. When you combine them in the right proportions, your colors can really pop. Pete Cromer, Bird Collage, a lesson in color, shape, and contrast.
Much fun making Pete Cromer bird collages with you today. I can't wait to see your bird collage.